Okay, so just to kind of pull that bit together, I would summarize that part as PDA is best understood as a profile within the autism spectrum, or what's sometimes now being described as the autism constellation. So you can't have a PDA profile without being autistic. PDA is a way of describing a profile within the autism spectrum. That it's best understood as an anxiety-driven need to be in control and to avoid other people's demands and expectations. And we mustn't lose sight of the fact that it's the anxiety that is driving that. And then lastly, that it's the extent and the extreme nature of the avoidance that leads it to be described as pathological. And I just want to say something here about the terminology, because this is another sort of frequent conversation I end up having, which is about some people feeling uncomfortable with the word pathological. And I have some sympathy with that. I get it. I understand that terminology changes over time and there are different connotations of different vocabulary over time. But I just want to bring you back to why Elizabeth Newson chose that word, and really what she was holding in mind with it was the definition of pathological as a way of describing something that happens outside the control and choice of that person, something that happens outside the range of ordinary, and something that happens to a clinically significant extent. And when you view it in that term, then you maybe hopefully don't feel quite so resistant to the word pathological, because I think it fulfills some really useful purposes, which is not about pathologizing young people. It's about understanding that this is not an active choice of theirs. It's a response that's an integral part of who they are and how they're wired.